Huh. 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 Okay, so welcome to today's podcast. However, I need to say something before we start. I've come to editing it, and it turns out that the recording that I did of my screen that I usually do on Discord to get my webcam and Mez's webcam and Fire's nothing. The video corrupts for some odd reason, so it's now really bitty. It turns us into like shredded creatures of the night. It's not great, but so today's podcast, I regret to inform you, will instead have no webcams. However, it's an audio format. I hope it doesn't change anything too much. I think this is probably the best podcast we've done yet. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I apologize again, and I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. I will be on it, like a car bonnet. All right, let's get into that really sexy intro I made. Bang!
SJ, you silly
You
voice.
don't know. You don't know what I know. I know it all. You know a little bit. You got small peanut brain.
Listen, man, I am playing. Fuck off. Small dick energy, what the fuck?
One
You
of
have
those are
little
correct.
shrimp dick brain.
Set the fuck up, man. Set the fuck
You do not
up.
know but I got the big egghead brain.
Big chode brain, yes, Megamind, hello.
I am like Will Ferrell from film Megamind, isn't it?
No.
Megamind.
I am like big Will Ferrell from Megmind. Big blue brain.
Set the fuck up.
I'm
Big
just
blue
occurring to me that
cock.
I am recording all of this. Focus on my face!
Big bald man coming up. Fucking terrifying, man.
It's okay. When you've got family behind your back, it's all good.
There is no one behind me. You are in front of
Or
me.
is there?
Focus. There we go. We're okay now. I just shouted into my microphone like.
Yeah, thing is though, it sounded really quiet though.
Really?
Like, you like broke the sound barrier, yeah, so I could tell you were shouting, it was just really quiet.
Just peaked. It was
Yeah.
a quiet peak.
My microphone knows how to not get its ass.
Can't say the same about you.
Hi guys,
Okay.
welcome back to the.
Fuck. We're leaving it. We're leaving it there. No, keep it in. Keep it in. That's fuck's sake.
Oh,
Well,
God.
welcome to the Net on Buttons podcast. I'm your host,
Yes,
Sudge Blurry. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's just Sudge. My name is SJ, 2 letters, really easy to spell. And these are my fellow hosts. Please welcome.
Mezeril.
Fire.
Bonfire.
Fire. Yes, exactly. I'm the
Oh.
Dark Souls bonfire.
Oh,
Here to keep
I've
you
missed
safe.
this. This shit is incredible. I've missed this so much.
Mez, we're just flexing now.
The
God.
discontinued last stock.
Mez is Instagram monster man, so he gets can. I made that rhyme.
I get many can
Many
everywhere.
lot of can. So he sent me just a can in a box, and as
A can and a can.
a can and a can, and
Just a lone can.
yes, a singular lone can, and it was. I literally opened it and I saw this. I'm like, oh, and then I went, I'm thirsty.
Lug. It's
A
fucking
sip.
amazing though, isn't it?
Yes, it is great.
I'm
It
the
tastes
lone
like
beta. I'm the lone beta here drinking some fucking water. That's all I'm getting.
healthy.
Water.
No, this is healthy. 0 sugar.
Yeah, and 0 calorie,
that's-
which actually I would much prefer if it had calorie because I am the literal embodiment of a Minecraft
The
skeleton.
scrawn.
If it
The
didn't,
scrawn.
if it wasn't cube, I am Minecraft skeleton with not cube. That is me.
With egg.
Egg with egg.
With
By
egg.
the way, right?
Oh.
Let's slow the fucking horses. We're down. We're getting started real quick. Today's podcast, my friends, is on the arcade games that you find in arcades,
So bad.
surprisingly enough. So
every podcast
fitting,
has
isn't
been
it?
a throwback. We're just getting further and further back in time. We'll be like doing
Yeah.
like on like stones, like carving shit.
Mancala.
like cave drawings.
And,
the
Ma-
original board games.
We're talking about like Mahjong. Does anyone know what Mahjong is?
Not a
I
fucking
think
clue.
I've heard of that.
It's an Asian
Some
tile
fucking
game.
board game. Yeah. Fucking would like to play it. To be honest.
All right. Welcome
So,
back.
get us started.
Yeah. This is the Neon Buttons podcast. I want to do a big fat big old segue before we, start off big and proper and epic.
Mhm.
Thank you for over 100 views in like a day on the last podcast, and we nearly doubled in subs that day.
Literally, got like 40 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had 22, and within a day we had 40. Like, what the fuck?
It's kind of insane, right? Like it's such small numbers, but it really does mean a lot.
Well,
Not
it's
gonna
not even really like you think about how many people in a room, and suddenly it doesn't feel so small, does it?
Yeah,
Still,
true,
every
true.
like counts.
No, but like-
Actually,
like-
don't forget to drop a like right now. Come on, bang
True,
right
true.
now.
We've never asked
If you're
before,
coming-
so we're going
Do
to
it.
smash it.
Do it.
If you're coming here for the first time you're hearing us, please subscribe, like, and please share any thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below.
Yes, unless it's political, in which case go fuck off and do it somewhere else.
Yeah, that was
Please
for the last
not-
podcast.
Yeah, that
What's the
was for
last
the
one?
last-
Yeah. Do not say anything political. We do not give a shit.
Guys,
Genuinely.
Guys, remember, right? We're going to keep this trend. This podcast is special today. Do you want to know why?
What was that?
It's the first
Why?
podcast where I get to prove that I look like the 8-bit version of me in the intro. I don't have
True.
any hair. Except a
No
little bit.
bandana though. So
Yeah, not quite KSI. I mean, I'm quite literally on the opposite end of the spectrum, melatonin wise. But
You could be the white KSI, you know.
man
if you
needs some
invert,
serotonin.
if you invert the color of my skin and like my shirt, I think we'll be there. But
Be
Yeah.
a black ref, wouldn't you?
for a moment, right? Arcade games, my boys. What is your first memory
Arcade games.
with the
I only
thing that-
memorized two technically, like the two like big ones. Like I know they're like arcade games, but like the claw grabber when you just never win anything ever.
I've seen it happen.
True.
I have seen it happen. I've seen people
I mean,
career destroy
I've done
those
it,
things.
yeah, I've done it, but like wasted a lot of money on that. And then also those like bike games, you like sit on the bike, like the Mario Kart ones, or like
Yeah, I
the
know
really
you mean.
shitty graphic ones in like
Yeah.
Tokyo.
Fucking
What
Pac-Man,
about
though.
you, Fire?
That's a classic. But like, okay, if we're talking memory, I think like the racing arcade games are my first memory of it.
Like the ones with the wheel, or the ones like the leany ones.
the ones. No, the ones with the wheel, yeah.
The
And
wheel.
I also remember playing like the shooty ones.
Yeah,
where you
oh,
go,
I love
like,
those.
from
They
maze
were
or,
so
like,
they were
things-
such a con.
Like the
Shoot the
Walking Dead
zombies.
ones and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
It was such a
Yeah,
con
so-
because you spend like £1 to have a life, and you just get absolutely duppied by some random fucking butterfly or some shit that you can't fucking see. And then
They're so fun though. They're so
Yeah,
fun.
there's
they're
no
good
rate on
fun.
that, is
if
there?
if you're all right walking in there with a tenner, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah. But
Not
if we're talking classics, if we're talking absolute classics, then I think we need to mention Pac-Man. You know,
Macca,
the
Macca, Macca,
OG
Macca.
daddy of like the big
daddy.
explosion of
The
arcade
OG
games.
pill swallower. That's what Pac-Man is. The OG
Yeah,
pill
yep.
swallower. He scrammed all them pills.
Pac-Man.
You know what? Right? They need to do like a Pac-Man sequel where he ODs because then because
Whoa, no, no.
because
There's ODs on purple punishes.
Jesus Christ.
and that fruit looks suspiciously like LSD stickers. I'm just saying. Maybe that's why it's so colourful.
It does. It actually does.
Yeah, pretty interesting, yeah. But like,
When he's just tripping balls and just sees a fucking ghost trying to eat him.
Oh my god, it's a ghost!
yeah.
I can actually remember their names. It's Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde.
Oh my
Clyde.
god.
Oh,
Wait,
Clyde,
why
Clyde.
Clyde? Why Clyde?
It's Inky, Pinky,
So
Blinky,
what?
and Clyde. Yeah.
The one fucking weirdo is the Clyde.
Mm.
Clyde
No
is such a
prizes
weirdo
for
name.
guessing
I'm
which
sorry for
one's
any Clydes
Pinky.
who is listening.
No prizes for guessing which one's Pinky and which one's Blinky. The other two, you can toss a coin or something. I don't know.
Clyde was red, wasn't he?
I think so. It was that or it was the orange one. But yeah. Yeah, my first memory is actually Street Fighter 2.
I've
There
never
was-
played it, but I know what you mean.
Another classic. bro.
Yeah,
That's a
there was
classic.
my dad lived in Castleford,
which is, have you ever heard of Escape? Massive sort of like it's kind of like a shopping center, but it's like all food courts, all like things to do like golf and skiing and stuff.
Indoor skiing, that's
Yeah,
bog.
and like trampoline centers and all sorts, like laser tag. It's got all sorts. We went
Sounds
there, and there's a
amazing.
massive arcade, like on the top at the back. And back in the day, they had, like I remember so vividly, they had dodgems, like a big dodgems thing at the back.
Mm.
They had all sorts of different prize things, which always change. And they had one Street Fighter 2 cabinet, one lonely Street
didn't
Fighter 2
change.
cabinet. It got taken out quite. It wasn't there for tremendously long in my memory. It was probably there for ages before that. But I played it with my dad, and so that's why it's probably such a
And he
vivid
wrecked
memory.
your ass.
And no, I was actually really fucking good at it. When I played it, I played Ken because my dad literally looked at the screen, saw a blonde character, went, "Hey up, Spen, it's you. Look, it's you. It's got blonde hair." Which nowadays is an out of date joke because I don't fucking have any. Cheers, Dad. But
No more blonde hair or any hair.
But he looked at it and said, "Oh, look, it's blonde," and I went, "Oh yeah," and then suddenly I'm a Ken main. You know what I'm saying? Everyone else has got these like romantic backstories, and I'm just like, my dad just like, "Oh, he's blonde." Yeah, but
Typical dad.
my dad used to play
You look
Blanca.
blonde.
My dad used to play Blanca, who's the the green electric guy. He just goes, "Rrr." But he was
Right.
such a fucking like OP character because Blanca has like one combo where you press it and he just goes, he like curls a bit of ball and like electricity like puffs around him, so he can't get close. Which pretty much every character like you have to counter that. You have to learn like a ranged attack. Some characters I'm pretty sure in Street Fighter 2 didn't have any ranged attacks. So yeah, fortunately Ken had a Hadouken, which was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but to
It's a bit
what
unbalanced.
extent is it skill, and to what extent is it just button mashing?
Oh, there's
Like,
so
for
many-
Brawler,
anyone
like, shit
anyone
like
who's
that,
good,
button
and I'm
mashing.
telling this now, Mez, right? Because I'm now particularly Mortal Kombat. I would whoop your ass, even if you sat there going, because I am
Yeah.
well versed in that game.
Do you have Brawler?
Brawlhalla.
Yeah, Brawler.
Okay.
Do you have
Yes,
Brawler
I
or not?
do have it.
Brawler.
Yes.
Okay, after this,
Brawlhalla.
I'll go all out button mashing. You can do your little combos and your little like written down cheat codes.
I don't fucking.
You know what?
I don't
See who
play
wins. See who
Brawlhalla
wins.
nearly as much as those other games, but I'll definitely
Okay,
see what
boys,
happens.
no, boys. After this podcast, we do need to all download it and
Yeah,
together.
yeah. I need to
Could
read
stream it, couldn't we?
because here's a
But
fun
yeah.
fact. Here's a fun fact for the people watching. My PC crapped itself and just went, I'm not going to turn on anymore for the last like 2-3 days. And Mezeril, like the little
Saved the day.
genius wizard icon that he is. Yeah, I'm looking at your hat. He sent USB as well as Al Monster with Windows 10 on it for me to, reinstall Windows and load up and vibe quite generally. Just fucking
Without me, you
survive.
wouldn't be here.
Nope.
Just be
Without
crying in a little corner behind you.
Mezeril, there'd be no Suge Blurry telling you about arcade games.
True.
How can we live without
True.
that? You want to inject some
We
neon
could,
buttons into yourself every week. And, Mez just fucking
Check some neon
gave
buttons.
you your neon buttons fix for the
New
week.
drug.
That's
a new drug we're gonna create.
Still gonna fix.
Neon buttons fix. Let's go, boys.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
It's an hour of I almost said hell. Not quite.
It's
could-
now
couldn't do
of
that.
questionableness.
Questionable.
Yes, it is. I
Bullness.
can completely agree with SJ. That's like, if you're good at a fighting game, you can completely destroy a button masher. Because like, I played this game, Dragon Ball Fighters, right? I'm a button masher. I admit it. I'm trash.
I play that.
Like, I think I don't know. I don't follow that guy. But like, I played it right, and I'm a button masher. I get absolutely destroyed by people who genuinely know how to play the game. Like, it just hits different, man. Like,
Thing
yeah,
is-
you can get some easy wins. but-
What, hitting different buttons repeatedly hits different? Yeah, probably.
What's funny about fighting games is there's kind of like some fighting games which are really not friendly to new players, and some that are really friendly to new players. Like a
Like,
good
you know what
example.
to do.
A good example would be Mortal Kombat. That's really good for new players because you can just play through like the story, which is actually not too bad
And
in
then
Mortal Kombat games.
learn it.
And
yeah.
learn it as you go. Bump up the difficulty when it gets too easy.
I haven't played it, but is it like some games where like as you like level up, you like discover like new combos and new abilities, or is it just like learn them?
In Mortal Kombat, so a good example of both the things you just said: a Street Fighter 5 and Mortal Kombat 10, which is my most recent one I played. There's an 11 one out now, but 10's the last
10.
one I
How many
played.
are there? Is it like FIFA?
No,
New
it's
one every
because
year.
Mortal Kombat, when it
11 right
originally
now.
started, was an arcade thing, and every new cabinet was a sequel.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
so there's quite
That's
a
fair
few.
enough.
The most recent like proper console release,
Like
well,
6 probably, something
the
like that.
first proper console release, even was probably MK9, which was actually like a
Oh.
reboot as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, MK10. That's the one I'm thinking of right now. Playing through a story that if you play through in different chapters, you play as a different character. So like chapter 1, you play as, I think it was Johnny Cage you start as. So you can actually just pause the game and like look at his entire move sheet. And sort of, it doesn't give you the complex combos, but it gives you like the basic like how to do, like glow kicks and stuff like that. So that gives you the tools straight up. It gives you the tools and it says play with them. And then you learn him as you play through the chapter, and then as soon as you get good at him, suddenly it's chapter 2. But Street Fighter 5, I'm pretty sure you have to unlock them, but they're quite easy to figure out just by button mashing, because Street Fighter 5 doesn't have as many different moves per character. Like, for Ryu, I'm pretty sure it literally is, like, on the basic character without any power, without any, like, level up moments or whatever in some of the different franchises, in different games of it. Shoryuken, Hadouken.
Hadouken!
And I'm pretty sure those are the ones I can think of. I'm pretty sure there's... Oh, and the uppercut. The Shoryuken, Hadouken, and that weird... Or that... Is that...
Yeah. I think that isn't that the Shoryuken?
That is Shoryuken. But then there's the Hurricane Kick that I can't remember the name of.
Yeah, well, does not matter realistically.
Yeah, well,
Beats me, I
basically,
got
I
two,
can
mate.
remember 3 moves for him.
Fuck.
Similar with Ken. It's the same moves, I'm pretty sure, but with a fiery thing going on. So
Ken?
it's literally like
Yeah.
3 moves, really. Like,
Does he look like Ken from Barbie?
no, he's got like
No.
he's got like an orange.
Just play as Ken from
He's
Barbie.
got like an
just throws
orange
flowers at you.
like an orange like karate gi on, and he's got long
Is
blonde
it?
hair.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I know what
hold
you
on. Let me pull up a picture again. So that-
Yeah. I'll throw one into thingy.
It's like a
Discord.
bigger
Like that,
blonde Goku. No wait.
Hold on.
Like what I
No.
said, fire.
This is Ken.
Blonde, kind
Hold
of.
on. This is Ken from
There
Street
you go.
Fighter 5, so it's not
Bro,
really.
They're the same image. They're the same image.
I know, yeah.
I don't want Street Fighter
Context
5 Ken.
has sent a fucking Among Us Goku picture.
He
Don't
sent me a
bait me out like
Goku
that.
picture.
Don't bait me out like that.
Yeah, Among Us Goku.
That's Ken.
Yeah.
They're the same image. He just has black hair.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, it's not focused again. There we go. So
Bit of a different hairstyle, we'll roll with it.
So yeah, I remember vividly playing Street Fighter with my dad on this cabinet. He'd play Blanca, I'd play Ken. I'd wipe the fucking floor with him. And
Arcade
was,
games have changed so much over the years. Though, like back then they had like
Oh.
games like that, but nowadays they have like Flappy Bird on the fucking screen, Crossy Road on
Yeah.
the screen.
mobile
I went to an
games
arcade
kinda ruin
recently,
arcades.
actually. Like like arcades have like sometimes bowling alleys in them.
Mm.
Literally,
Yeah.
there was an arcade machine. It was virtual bowling. You had to throw the ball at the screen and
Oh
get a
my
strike.
God.
There's a bowling
That's
alley right next
bad.
to it. How lazy you've got to be to do virtual bowling. It was so easy as well. You just literally just throw the ball straight line, strike. Easy.
Yeah,
Like fucking Wii bowling. Easy.
because you cannot actually take into account the strength or
The ticket
anything.
fucking machines though. You'd get like 1,000 tickets and get like a bag of Haribos. Biggest scam ever.
I remember seeing in Escape, the place where they had the Street Fighter cabinet, it also had that sort of ticket thing. And the thing there, they actually had things like Xboxes and stuff up there. I
Oh
remember-
damn!
Do you know? Right, you ready for this? Do you want to know how much it was for an Xbox?
Go on.
How much? Like the original? Wait, which Xbox? Which
I'm pretty
Xbox?
sure it was an Xbox One or 360.
Like 100,000?
400,000.
Oh my god!
That's
I'm
probably more than what it cost in the fucking store.
And I'm pretty
though.
sure it was about 350,000 for PlayStation 4 or 3 or whatever it was at the time.
How long would that take?
To put in
Hours.
perspective, the jackpot on
It was like normally like 1,000, isn't it?
the jackpot on the spinning wheel is 1,000, and you're never going to get that. So you'd need to get the jackpot on the spinning wheel every time
400
for
times.
400 spins.
Oh my god.
It
And it's
was
like a
that
pound
is
every time,
pound a
isn't
go.
it? It's like, yeah,
You might
so
as well have
it's
just
400
bought
pound.
an Xbox.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's so fucked. That's such a scam.
Trying to think
God
of the
damn.
best thing that I've won, apart from obviously sweets when I was younger. Oh, it's right here actually. It was from a claw machine.
Oh my god.
Pickle Rick. Pickle fucking Rick.
Oh my god.
It's
No,
quite long,
that's
isn't
a
it?
prize. That is a fucking prize. Oh, I'd
But
love
yeah,
that.
Pog. I'm happy with that.
I'd be too. Not gonna lie. I want
Yeah.
a fucking pickle, right?
I was looking around to see if I had anything. I don't think I do. Nope.
Kind of funny how like arcades are so heavy on gambling.
Yeah,
No.
it's like kid
Literally.
gambling. Isn't it?
Like you know the fucking coin pushers, for example. Like you put in a coin and pray it pushes down more coins than you put in. It's such a or like the spin wheel that you mentioned, SJ. Like it's such a gambling.
There was like
thing.
literally like some machines were like casino games. Like they'd have like blackjack machines or like the one where you'd like
Oh, yeah.
like virtual
There was,
like
like-
what's it called? When,
There was
like the spin
controversy.
thing and the ball like goes round them and lands
Yeah.
on a number.
There was
Yeah.
there was a controversy with one of them because there was a deal or no deal machine that like basically
Oh yeah,
that like
I remember that. Yeah,
is basically a carbon copy of
It
a similar
is
machine
gambling.
that's in like in actual casinos, and people were like, "Yo, this is in a fucking arcade." There's like kids playing this game, so I remember that. That was fun.
Mm.
But it's the thing with arcade games is I remember like I say I remember. I don't remember this, but there was a period of time where arcade games were basically like the standard gaming experience. Like when people
Yeah.
couldn't when consoles either weren't
Was
particularly
shit.
yeah.
Or...
Like when it was basically just Pong. you'd go to an arcade
Oh.
because
And you play Pong.
the reason why arcades obviously came before consoles is because it's such a big machine.
Yeah, they're fucking huge.
So that people could had a lot more leeway with what to program and stuff. So they came up with cooler stuff for the arcades before anything else. And that's where like Mortal Kombat and stuff come into it. Like the original Mortal Kombat, fun fact by the way, Mez, wasn't like animated, so to speak. They actually just took several pictures of actors and
And
the
so, like-
movement.
Like freeze frames.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try and get no, I won't know. But like for example, they just got some random Asian guy to play Liu Kang.
Just
who's
dress up and just do
yeah, so he's
something
like there
little-
shirtless, like acting like Jackie Chan, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa." Fun thing. Like yeah, it was
That's
fun.
with
pretty
just
cool.
some like animated background.
Yeah, with like some like drawn ass background. It was weird. It looks so strange when you look back at it. And it made the jarring change to when they actually started animating it really, really weird. Because it was just really bad. Because obviously animation wasn't tremendously great. So when they got their first like console releases on like the SNES and stuff, it was like really Play-Doh-y, and it just looks really bad. Everyone hated it.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I remember there was one game called Mortal Kombat Armageddon, and it had pretty much all the characters who had been in this series so far. And by the way, believe it or not, there is way too many characters in Mortal Kombat, like the whole series. Like those characters now, I still like look at them like, who the fuck's that? And I like Mortal Kombat. I play it quite a lot, but it's like there's so many characters who just like exist for no other reason other than the game developers went, hey, let's literally. There was a character who made it as far as MK9, so quite a recent release. Like that game came out in 2009, 11, one of those two.
Yeah. No.
And it's he's called a noob, Noob Cybot.
Smells like fire.
It's just like this ninja who like teleports in like shadow and stuff. Doesn't speak
Like Omen.
like pretty much at all. And his name, Noob Cybot, is actually the two developers, Ed Boon and something Tobias or Tobias something or whatever. It's their names backwards and put together. Boon, Noob, Tobias, Cybot, Noob Cybot.
Interesting.
Just is a character who exists. It's like Ermac. There's a character called Ermac. This is actually quite an interesting story. I can't remember if it was like the first Mortal Kombat cabinet or whether it's like the second or third or whatever. But there was like people said things like, "Oh, there's a red ninja in it," because everyone likes the color red, and those two different colored ninjas. Well, three actually.
What a
There
sus,
was
though.
there was Scorpion, yellow ninja, Sub-Zero, blue ninja, Reptile, green ninja, and everyone was like, "Guys, there's a red ninja." Even though there isn't, everyone was like, "Guys, if you do this insanely specific thing, you'll see the red ninja." So in the next cabinet that was released, they actually put in this red ninja. If you do this insanely actually specific thing, you can actually fight him. His name's Ermac. This random ninja obviously was just like a color swap ninja, just a red ninja. Down the line down to today, Ermac is now completely different. Ermac is now a like a mummy, like a mummified sorcerer guy who like has several voices stuck inside him. So he's like, "We are many, you are but one." Like his character's gone from being just a different colored ninja to being a sorcerer who rips off some guy's arms and like, you know, it's like
That's a really cool evolution, though.
It
It's
is.
really
You
cool.
spend a lot of time in arcades then, I'm guessing.
I didn't spend loads of times on it, but I just like I'm aware of
Like
it, and I
Mortal
grew up.
Kombat.
Yeah, I mean, I always liked Mortal Kombat. Honestly, I love the fact that fighting games that are a part of that era are still like a very big thing now. Probably just because it's like,
Yeah, I mean, they blew up though in those times. They blew up to such a fucking degree that like it just let them survive.
Is
You know,
that
there's,
where like MMO games came from?
what, fighting games?
No.
Yeah.
I don't
No.
think so. I think the first MMOs were probably taken from TTRPGs, tabletop RPGs, like Dungeons and Dragons and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
just sort of went, "I
that's the
want
originator.
this, but on a screen." And like, I'm pretty sure one of the first ones was like a pure code version of Dungeons and Dragons, where it's like, I can't remember what it's called or like how you access it or whatever, but it's basically just, you know, a code screen where it's just like a black thing with white text.
Yeah, it was a seashell. I actually remember it was a seashell fucking MMO where basically it was just like all text.
Yeah.
It
You
was
played
really
it as
cool.
a fucking shell on a beach eating sand.
Well, it was more of a, you're in this situation, what do? You type an answer and it like had like a
Yeah.
lot of outcomes.
So like a scratch game.
Kinda, but it was like,
Yeah.
but it was like turning Dungeons and Dragons into that, and then I think it kind of like went on from there. I don't know whether that came out after certain things or whatever, but a lot of people sort of saw, yeah, that development
He's
was very
nuts.
natural. But fighting games, I think the reason why they did what they did is because it's like it's like why combat sports is still insanely popular. There's something really interesting and something very visceral and sort of attacks the nature of human beings sometimes in that competitivity, that sort of rivalry kind of thing. When you stick one person against one person and go fight, like people love that. Like people like watching boxing. A lot of people don't like doing boxing because they're either A,
I like
not
watching
good at
it.
it, B,
Or
not
scared of getting
athletic,
hurt.
or 3, scared of getting hurt. How do you sort that? Make something that has nothing to do with athletic ability, everything to do with just going do, and get that same feeling of like beating someone in a fight. So, you know, it makes sense why they're so popular, but like they became such a competitive thing. And to this day, there's that same event, that one that I told you in the esports episode, Mez, where that had the most turnout of any esports event. It was a massive event. I think it's called ESL, something like that. I think it's ESL. They still, to this day, in every single one of their events, have a Mortal Kombat and like a Injustice and a Street Fighter things at those like events. They always have, and it's like I don't think that'll stop. Like there's I'll let you finish.
Fighting game tournaments are fucking amazing though. They're an amazing thing to watch.
I haven't seen
So
one.
much fun. Like actually seeing some complex shit that people can pull off in the tippity top of levels. Like
I think
insane.
the best example of that exact thing is this guy called Sonic Fox.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him. He's a master at so many different fighting games. Like holy shit.
He's won Mortal Kombat, both I believe Mortal Kombat 9 and Mortal Kombat 10, and I'm gonna guess at this point already Mortal Kombat 11 as well because he's still a tippy top boy. He's won Injustice and Injustice 2 tournaments, and I believe
won Dragon Ball Fighters.
he's won Dragon Ball Fighters, and I'm pretty sure he's also won Street Fighter stuff before. It's basically
He must have some hench fucking fingers.
He's actually Mez.
He's
Here's the funny thing.
insane.
He's actually just quite a short,
Asian.
pansexual furry.
Oh, have I got a
Yep.
bucket somewhere?
Well, he's not Asian. He's not Asian. He's a black guy.
Yeah, he's half caste.
But he's insane at fighting games. Like holy
very
shit,
much.
he smashes at basically everyone he plays against.
He's mental. I think honestly, he weirdly, I think he single-handedly made being a furry less of a meme. Like in that community,
It's
It's
they
actually
not
reached
a meme.
something.
It's just fucked.
in that community, being a furry is now not a problem, like at all. Like they don't care. Like that's specifically that community, but still, that's still quite insane that one guy, just because he was so goddamn good at what he did, kind of gained. I'm not going to say respect, but tolerance for his strange. Strange. I don't know whether I get cancelled saying that. Strange habit.
Life choices.
I mean, I know what Mez is going to say. He's going to say dog fucker or something. That's not what they do.
I wasn't thinking that at all.
they
Where'd
just-
that come from?
They just no, but you
Dog
said,
fucker.
no, but it's because you said I can't remember what you said, but you said some sort of mean towards it. It's just like they dress up.
Like, Coldplay gone wrong.
Yeah.
They just dress
Ba-
up in it.
Bas-
I imagine it's
Basically
very
just
warm.
like roleplay too far.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but you
Oh,
often see those
I-
things on on the news, like I live as a dog. Like they live
Well,
like
that's-
like
who
their
cares?
life
That's
in
a
a
bit-
dog costume.
Let-
No, but see, the thing is,
let
that's
them
the
go.
extreme. That's the very extreme side of things. Like the people who actually act like literal dogs. That's very extreme. Most
And
of
then
them.
there's people
no-
that get a butt plug with a tail on it, shove it up their fucking rectum, and walk around.
Yep,
There's no
there's
difference.
also that. There's quite a bit of difference. Quite a different.
One's a
Um,
kink, the other's just a general lifestyle choice.
I wouldn't call it a kink. Fucking hell.
You know, like the plugs are.
I'd call it a sin, mate.
Well, I don't know. I realistically don't give a shit about.
Yeah,
Either way.
as long as they're not affecting me, I'm not too bothered.
Yeah,
But it
it's
is
a bit,
what
it's a
it
bit
is.
fucked that they receive some of the hate. That
Yeah,
you know, obviously there's some reason for it because of the very extreme vocal minority of weirdos in that community.
well, I think
No, arcade
But-
games.
yeah.
Arcade games.
We went here. Thank you, Sonic
Yes.
Fox. Your link to fighting games, which is a link to arcade games, brought us to furries. How did this happen?
I don't want
We
to
did
be
not plan this.
Oh.
Completely
There's the
unplanned.
exit.
You know what? I brought this up earlier, but we didn't really deep dive in it. I think it'd be a very good conversation to have. Do you agree with this statement that mobile games ruined arcade games?
To what extent?
Uh,
To what extent?
So, in two extents. One, pretty much anything that you can do in an arcade, you can now do on your phone. Like the simple
Can you
games.
claw grab on a phone?
You point not finished. Second point, all of the cool arcade games that aren't here, we want to con you out of your
Win
money so you can
something
get some
physical.
plushes.
Yeah.
Were taken out and replaced with big versions of mobile games that you can play on your phone for free.
Like Flappy Bird and like Crossy Road and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes. Do you agree with this
And like
statement
Mario Kart as well and stuff
that
like
mobile games ruined arcade games?
that.
There is no more
Well,
Street Fighter 2
wouldn't
in
say
Escape. It was
ruined, like-
replaced by a Crossy Road machine. Do you know how upsetting that is? Do you see the anger on my face?
I'm quite good at Crossy Road, you know. I'm not bad at that. So get like
I mean-
400, get a few tickets, get some Hybos. I'm sorted.
But they got rid of Street Fighter 2. That was a link to
Like-
my past.
I
No.
get that, but at the same time, a lot of those franchises, like Street Fighter, they just moved on to consoles. You know, there's also that.
Yeah,
that
they've
But there is no
They-
Street Fighter 2.
they've evolved
It's a relic of history. It's a
because
beautiful
it's
thing.
people doing freeze frames on a screen.
No,
They're not going to put that
no,
on
that's
that's
Xbox.
Mortal
are they?
Kombat.
First-
That's Mortal Kombat. You're wrong.
Uh,
Street Fighter was
no,
a,
but
was,
like-
was a pixelated game.
I mean, kind of. Yeah, I could. That Marvel Palace kind of shot arcade games, but at the same time, it's like realistically, the majority of arcade games are just gambling machines. and
Yeah.
they've always been gambling machines, and they always will be gambling. At least the majority of it, you know. And
This
that
just
part
makes me think
is
of
very
the
much,
the CS:GO.
very much not
thing.
untouched by mobile game. The CS:GO.
The goddamn. Does anyone remember the CS:GO like scamming thing that happened with Syndicate and what was it?
oh,
T
yeah.
Martin. Can't remember his name.
Yeah,
The guy with the dog,
Fucking-
who in his apology
the dog
video,
apology video. The dog apology video.
he's
Hey,
literally,
pupper, hey,
dude,
pupper.
he was in his apology video, sat in a mansion, like a nice open floor plan mansion, with his
Fucking-
dog, going, "I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
twat.
this." And then
To
he's
be
just
honest,
like,
absolute twat.
So guys, a lot of you have heard of this CS:GO Lotto thing going on with me and Pro
Yeah.
Syndicate. Yeah, it's all bullshit. And then like people like kind of proved him wrong because he's literally signed himself. Basically, I don't know if you know about this, Maz,
Yeah.
but basically this whole thing that happened, right? Syndicate, you've probably heard of Syndicate and
I know
T Martin.
Syndicate, yeah. I know Syndicate.
Those two started doing these videos with CS:GO saying like, "Yo, so I found this new CS:GO gambling site called CS:GO Lotto. Link in the description if you want to like use it. And now we're gonna, I put like £500 in it, and I won like a £60 pot. Not a big pot, but it's a good feeling. They're talking about like promoting gambling, and so the keyword they said things like, "I found this new website. They own it. They made it.
There's the creators of it.
They were the creators of it. Do you know
And
how?
they just get all the money.
Yes. So do you
And
know?
that's actually highly illegal. If you
So
own a
illegal.
site, you cannot promote it as like something you found. You have to officially
Not
say
only
like,
that,
"Oh, I own the site."
It's so illegal to use your own gambling site. You make
Yeah, 'cause
it.
you can just
Yeah.
win on it.
It's
yeah.
also it's illegal to promote gambling on YouTube.
That still happens today though. Like there's still like FIFA YouTubers and like stuff like that who have like third party like sites like sponsor them to do a video on it, like doing some lots, and then the people who are sponsoring them actually give them like stuff to win on stream to show people, making it look like you win stuff.
That shit happens all the time.
Happens.
Like that shit happened with Ricecom, I think like 2-3 years ago, where he
Before
also did,
fucking
like,
Rain Shadow Legends
I don't even
taken
think
over
it was
YouTube.
2-3 years ago. That was. Are you talking about the one
Recent.
where they had that?
Just
that
loads.
site-
There's loads of them.
That site with the shoes and stuff.
the AirPods,
The
the
Yeezys
shoes,
and stuff, and yeah.
Yeah.
There's loads
Yeah,
of them
he
though,
faked that.
for like that, for like games, for like FIFA, like getting like players, like getting
I mean,
coins.
realistically, these fuckers don't give a shit. They just take the easy
Yeah.
money. They
I mean, he
promote
admitted
gambling,
it.
and they don't give a shit.
Do you remember his excuse for that? Well, it wasn't even an excuse. Do you remember his response to that? He said,
Ricecom.
he said, "Well, Jake Paul's doing it."
So I can do it, yeah.
Oh yeah, he literally.
But no one
blamed it
knew
on-
Jake Paul back then, did they?
No, at
No,
that
they-
point,
they-
Jake Paul
they
was
knew
still
him.
very new, very well known.
Yeah.
Keep in
He
mind,
was popping off.
fucking
That's not an excuse though.
Everyday Bro came out.
Innit? Yeah.
Everyday Bro
Blame
came
someone
out in
else.
Everyday Bro came out in 2015. Jake Paul is
Fuck
old
off.
now.
Fuck off. They did not.
It's 2015
Okay.
or 2017. One of those two. Hold on.
Yeah, but he was only big in like US. It wasn't like global, was he?
No, he was global by the time Everyday
He,
Series.
he got
Everyday Bro
he got
came out.
global. Yeah.
I didn't hear. But I didn't know who he was until KSI. I knew I knew Logan from this one meme on Vine like years ago, where he'd like be like pouring like the last bowl of cereal, and then his friend goes, "You had the last bowl of cereal," and shoots him, and he plays, "Oh, what you say?" That's where I know Logan Paul from, that Vine. I'll send you it later. It was the best Vine ever, but I didn't know Jake until KSI.
It's Everyday Bro actually came out in May 30th, 2017. It's good to check, but that's still 4 years
4
ago.
years ago. Yeah, it's 4 years.
More than 4 years ago. Like,
Oh god, it's such a badly shot video.
it's funny. I find it. Sorry, all I remember from the entire thing is England is my city.
England is my city. That shit was the biggest at that
Dude,
time.
that was like maybe that entire line was the entire reason Jake Paul got big in England, and maybe it was just a master plan.
Mm.
You know?
Maybe.
Wasn't he on
maybe.
Disney?
Yeah, he was in a show called
Yeah.
Bizaardvark.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
I'm
alright.
pretty
I sent the
sure,
link to the Vine
both the brothers.
that I learned Logan Paul off from into the Discord.
Nice. I'm pretty sure both the brothers were in Disney.
I
was
know.
it
I don't
Jake?
think Logan Paul was.
I say so.
I think Jake
So
Paul
it's
was.
just Jake.
I think Logan
yeah.
was in one episode. I think
I'm pretty sure it was like, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember this from like random YouTube videos I've seen like talking about it, but I'm pretty sure he was in one
Probably
episode.
fucking begged Logan to give him something on the show. Probably.
Nah, the episodes that I'm pretty sure is like one of those episodes where like the cooler older brother comes and the guy's jealous, which is really funny considering that's kind of basically Jake Paul's entire life.
Yeah.
I mean, up until boxing, really. I mean, even then, he was the lesser guy.
Boxers.
Well, you know what, Mez? I'm gonna give you a reality check right now. You used
The
to box.
guy
I
had
used to
a
box.
metal knee and was retired.
Matt, listen to me.
Listening.
Reality check here being professional boxers, when they actually get their professional contracts, but when they want to get up there, they always start out with boxers who they know they're going to bend over. They get cherry-picked fighters every time. Well, yeah, no shit.
But they also do amateur fights where they don't know who they're fighting.
Listen. Point to be made. So what Jake Paul's done is actually really smart because he's picked fighters who aren't bad fighters. Ben Askren, that was probably his first fight over the hill. Ben Askren was actually a very legit MMA fighter. Yes, wrestling and all that, but he's still a legit name, and probably a better fighter than what most people would have been cherry-picked in their first few fights as a natural pro boxer. The same with what's his name, Tyrone Woodley. He's actually a very fucking good fighter. Like, he's definitely leagues above what most pro boxers that you get start out fighting.
Didn't he write "I love Jake Paul"?
Yeah, he had to write "I love Jake Paul" on his finger.
Yeah. And then Jake Paul called him out for it, saying, "Oh, you can just change the tattoo."
Well, either way,
he didn't have to write. He tattooed it.
He tattooed it.
It's permanent.
And then so there's those two, and then who was the first? It was started out his first professional fight. I'm pretty sure was Gibb, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Gibbs just Gibb.
Yeah. Well, either way, that was his first fight, so of course it's going to be just some random guy. But those two fights with Ben Askren and Woodley, they're legit. They're more legit than most professional second and third fights.
Yes, but look, I've done boxing. Professional boxers have boxed. Professional boxers have boxed from a young age. As kids, they were going to amateur fights. They were doing shit like that. They weren't just fighting random YouTubers.
A lot of people who go into professional boxing from amateurs and been fighting since they were young people aren't good. A lot of people aren't good. Those people still get paid to do what they do because they are a good name, they have history in the sport, and that's all they're there for, is to be beaten by people who are better than them. That's a lot of people in the sport. That's the vast majority of people in boxing are there to be journeyman boxers who get bent over and railed by more talented people.
And get a paycheck.
Yes. In fact,
that's all of Jake's fights have been. People who just do it for the paycheck.
Less so today, but it's still definitely a thing today, that boxers who lose, boxers who specifically only lose to decent boxers, are actually very well paid boxers, because they are the boxers who are good enough to make a fight look good, or to knock over the odd person when they get into a fight. But when they come against a person who everyone else knows, yep, this is a talent, they know they're going to get their ass handed to them. Those boxers get paid a lot because they constantly get approached, being asked to fight these up-and-coming fighters. The boxers who are beating these up-and-coming fighters but aren't really anything special or don't have a good promoter, they are the ones that don't get paid very much, even though they're very much better boxers. Rant over, very common thing.
I want Jake to fight Devin Haney. Do you know Devin Haney?
I've heard the name.
25-0. Similar age to Jake, similar weight to Jake.
Similar.
He's not very well known. He's good.
That's a very bad fight.
That would be a good fight. That would be a good fight.
Very, very bad fight. From Jake Paul's perspective, because he's fucking new. Because he's
I'm not on about that. He should fight someone who's a genuine boxer, but who's not like leagues above him.
Devin Haney is leagues above him.
Yes, but not like fucking like world class. Like someone who, if he was doing boxing properly, like amateur boxing, somebody who he would fight.
He's not looking out there for respect from the boxing community, which you shouldn't be. If you are starting boxing, it's a bad idea to instantly go out there and I want the big names because I want to be known and respected.
But you also shouldn't do it for the money.
That's what most boxers do it for, Mez.
Most
Like,
boxes
what
are
else do you
people.
do it for?
Anyways, arcades. On the punch bag machine in arcades, what's your high score?
First
I
of
don't
all,
even
it
know.
changes. I've
Come on,
noticed.
Slender Man, what's your high score? Changes from
It's not
machines,
listening.
yeah, I know, yeah.
You're not
'cause
very
they-
good at
They
listening, are you,
process
Mez?
it differently. I go on.
You've just taken your headset off.
Yeah.
Guys,
Oh
coming
my
down,
God.
coming down a bit.
Right. Okay. So what I was gonna say is those machines,
Yeah.
from my experience,
He
change.
actually took him out. Oh my
Chain.
god.
He's. Oh, God, you Mez, you're really annoying me now, dude. Depending on which one they are, because the one at Escape, the one that I used at Alton Towers, and a few of the other ones, they have different sensitivities. There's some that you can like hit 999 like barely hooking it.
I've never seen that though, but
There
what you mean.
was one at I can't remember what it's called. Can't remember the name of it. It's like those like pubs that have the play areas
like
and stuff.
fruities and yeah.
You know what I'm on about.
Oh, player, yeah,
You know, there's like the soft
soft
plays and
areas.
stuff. Yeah. So there was one like that had like a section ironically of arcade games, and there was one of those punch things there. Literally, no joke. I could literally just go up to it. Example. Sorry for anyone who's listening, just listening to this, not watching. I literally just did this.
But it's next to
999.
a soft play area. So is it
No,
a kids machine?
No. It was actually like full size one. But my point is, it was either broken or just way too sensitive. The one at Alton Towers, it was the high score on it was 600. And obviously all these people are using it. I whacked it. I got like 480. So it's like not, it's quite hard to get a high one on that. But the one that's
I'll say
most
something.
nearest me, and my high score on that's like 780. So I saw the high score on the one on Towers and thought, there we go, that'll be easy. Bang, 408. I'm like, oh, scam.
It is though. No, theme parks are scams. Example: Alton Towers and Thorpe Park. A can of Monster, £2.50. £2.50.
It's more than
Or
that
Can of
now.
Monster.
It's more than that now. When I went,
In
I'm pretty
fucking-
sure it's £3 when I last went.
Theme parks are just scams in general. But that's the thing. So no, Monster prices in the last 2 years, they used to be like 120 a can, 145 now. And
Yeah,
then
but
the
it's
ones that
like-
haven't
like
got the little
a-
price tag, 170.
I've got a story ball on Towers.
It's like
You're
a
gonna hate
tourist
this.
thing, right?
You're
Like,
gonna hate
theme parks
this.
are attract tourists. so
I have a
up
story
prices.
from Alton Towers. They sell
Hit me.
these plastic cups that are like refillable
Comes
drinks.
to refill,
They
yeah.
have like refillable stations that you can go up and fill these things up. I bought one of these things. For one, it was £12. That's a lot of money already.
Unlimited refills though, and it's like a souvenir,
Oh,
isn't it?
listen, I filled it up once, drank it, went back, put it on the thing. Boop! You are out of refills.
Oh, wait, what?
How can it tell? So did,
Apparently,
like scan the cup or something.
there's like a chip in the bottom that when you put it on the thing, it scans it. But I went to the kiosk and I was like, why does this happen? Oh, sometimes the chips get broken. You'll have to go and...
Another one.
No, they said, do you have the receipt? No. Well, you're going to have to go buy another one then. I went, well, I spent £12 for one drink. And then this woman said to me, okay,
Oh.
I can fill up for you here, but you can, So that day, no joke, my friend ended up having to refill hers and pour it into mine, wait 8 minutes because it has an 8-minute timer to let you refill again, and then filled her own up. The whole day.
That's
Okay.
so
I
fun.
haven't been to Alton Towers much, but I know in Thorpe Park that's not a thing. But in Alton Towers, that sucks to be you, mate.
Ironically enough, it happens to both me and my mate Jamie and Lewis.
Mm.
No, it happens just me and Lewis. Jamie didn't get one because he doesn't like spending too much money. But me and Lewis both buy. So we sort of ran a joke the whole day that the machines were homosexual.
I've got a story actually about Thorpe Park. They scam you. They they have like a little like stamp card for like loyalty where buy 5 monsters and you get the 6th one free.
Yeah.
Let alone they're £2.50 each. Once you've bought 5, that's like £7. If you get that 6th one free, it just makes the monsters normal price. So it just cancels out. So it's just fucking scam, honestly.
Not even normal price. You could buy a pack of 4 for £4.30.
£4, yeah. Or go to the dodgy corner shop, get it for £1. But
There
they
you
don't
go.
really have shit. For you, my friend, £1.50. I love packy shops.
Special offer.
Bro moment.
So arcade
My local
games.
packy shop, though, I love him. He's so
Yeah.
nice to me. He fucking says hello to me every time I go in. He fucking shows me the new flavors. I love him. He's so nice.
I've just
Anyways,
remembered.
yeah,
I've just
arcade
remembered
games.
my favorite arcade game ever.
Mhm.
You know those arcade games where like it has like the clowns that like pop up.
And you have to like throw the beanbags at them.
They're like
Mm.
from what
whack-a-mole?
I remember. It's,
Whack-a-mole?
no, it's not whack-a-mole. It's like you know those basketball things.
Right.
It looks like that, but instead it like throws down like balls, like smaller balls, and you just
And you have to
throw
like
them.
knock over the clowns.
You
Yeah.
have to throw over these like they look like Skittles, but they're like clown things. And I
Yeah,
love
I've
them
seen those,
because
yeah.
I'm actually really good at aiming while throwing things really really hard. So every time I go there, I'm like, guys, please
Just
give me.
pummel them. Yeah.
Please give me a pound. I want to duppy some clowns. So I'm just like, get this ball. I'm like, yam,
Oh
and I
my
just
God.
absolutely demolished the clowns. It was the best time. I love it. It's just so.
I've
good
always
at
loved the
dressing up.
basketball ones. The basketball ones. Recently, is like a new machine. It's a basketball Connect 4. It's like a screen with like hoops behind it. You
Oh, I've
you
seen
like
them.
pick
Actually.
where
I
you
saw
want to
one
like
on,
put your
TikTok.
thing, throw the ball, goes in, does a little Connect 4. So fun.
That sounds actually amazing, bro.
It is.
I want to go to an arcade now. It's been so
See,
fucking long.
You see, now we're
gone.
gonna have to call back to this episode when we go eventually end up going to an arcade. Like we'll go in like
Bro.
full neon buttons attire. I'll get some like some
Oh.
clothes together.
Oh.
Like, guys, we're gonna buy out your arcade today. Yam. Let's go
Oh my
let's go
God.
duppy some clowns, guys.
Yo,
Did your
imagine,
arcade
yo.
ones ever have those like VR ones? Not like the shitty ones where like shared shakes and like a fan's there, where you like climb inside it properly, like pay like £7 or whatever for like 5 minutes in this like massive like box, fucking shakes around and fucking
Oh, that's
flies
separate.
and
that's
shit.
separate.
Yeah,
I've
but
never, I've
that
never seen
still part of an
actual
arcade though.
place.
I've seen them in arcades.
That is
yeah.
no, that is an arcade machine, yeah. But those aren't usually in like actual arcade stores or whatever.
They've been in most of the
I've-
ones that I've been in.
I've been to one. It was really fun. I went to with my sister to one. It was really fun.
There was one like that was at Alton Towers that once you get off the the raft ride, there was one like that and it's supposed to dry you off if you get wet. But it's really funny because you have to spend £2 to use it. But also on the way in, they try selling you raincoat things that also cost £2. It's just they're just
Fucking hell.
constantly getting money. Fast
Yeah.
passes cost so much money. If it's dude.
No, that's just theme parks like Fast Pass. Such a fucking
Thing is, at Alton Towers, you need fast passes because otherwise you're waiting 50 minutes per ride minimum.
Mm.
But like, they're such good rides though. It's annoying.
My friend's
Super.
disabled, so they have like a disabled pass. Just getting so quickly. I love it because they can take like 5 people with them
Say
as well,
hi
so
to
it's
the
just easy
podcast,
to
mother.
get in. Wagwan.
Yes.
God damn it. Yeah, that's my mother in pajamas. Internet, you're welcome. Fuck.
Hey, you fucked it all. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no, I'm doing it. Yeah.
Fuck off.
Oh, I love you. Actually.
For context,
Oh.
everybody, I work for my mother to edit her videos. I was editing a yoga video while I was on a Discord call with Mezeril, and he
No,
was constantly
don't treat
asking
me like that.
He was constantly
Oh,
asking me
no.
to send the progress and/or share my screen.
Oh my god. Okay.
You-
I'm
you
out.
see,
I'm
Mez?
out. I'm
You
gone.
see,
I'm out.
Mez?
I'm out.
You act that way, the world will
Fade
know
me out.
someday. Okay?
Horny bastard, bro. That's for you.
It's quite a funny story. though,
Absolute
to be
horny
fair.
bastard.
We're talking about arcade
It
games,
is.
and now we're talking about my mother, and I'm not really sure what that means, but
Oh no. Yeah. Back up. Arcade games. What else is there? to say?
there was how have we not talked about air hockey yet?
Oh shit! You're right.
I would slap anyone at that. I'm not even lying.
Nah.
Dude,
The
how
amount
have
of
we
times
not?
though, where I fucking cunted it and the thing's gone flying out my hand, hit some kid in the air. I don't care though. I don't
Oh
joke
my
around
God.
with fucking ice hockey, bro.
I am putting
I'm not
putting
kidding.
money down that when we
Same,
go,
same.
I will
I'll
beat
slap
you.
you.
Let's
Slap you.
let's whack a tenner on it
my
each.
God.
Yeah, winner takes the pot. We were talking about how it's gambling. Let's actually gamble it, yeah? Except
Oh,
it's
yeah,
skill.
yeah.
This isn't
I'm
luck,
for that.
this is skill. I will beat you.
Yes.
This is a declaration of war from one Swede to many
Sick.
Britain, Lithuanian man.
Sick.
I will duppy you, okay?
Not if I do
Oh,
it
yeah.
first.
Yeah, sure, mate. Sure, mate.
Okay,
I
icon.
mean, I'm quite trash. I'm quite trash.
Wearing your
but,
wearing
you
your
know.
Jaden Smith merch.
Sorry. Who the fuck is Jaden Smith?
Will Smith's son.
Oh! Oh!
I'm just an
Yes,
icon
much.
living.
Oh,
No.
Christ.
Watch Adonis
D squared
Creed's
is what the brand is.
watch Adonis Creed's entry in Creed 2 to the final fight. It has
What was he
Jaden
in it?
Smith's song in the background where it's going, I'm just an icon living. Ooh, just an icon living. Ooh. And I'm just sat there thinking, mate, that's fucking Will Smith's son doing the intro for,
Oh
my
God.
Adonis Creed. Nice one.
Fucking sounds amazing.
Do you know what's really great
Yes.
about the Creed films, right? There's actual boxers who play characters in it. Like in the first Creed film, Tony Bellew, the cruiserweight, the Scouser, plays
Scouser, I love that.
pretty Ricky Conlon or whatever his name is. The final fight guy.
Is it?
Yeah, Tony Bellew plays him, which I find great because I fucking love Tony Bellew.
I love Will Smith. I feel so bad for him as well. His wife's a cunt.
Danda.
Why
Why
not?
does that make me
Such a
think of? Why did I just say Danda, bro? Where am I at? Just because my shirt kind of looks like the album cover. Danda.
What,
I was so,
Mark?
because I was so disappointed with that album. I remember I was like, oh, it's Kanye West, and then I opened the thing, and then I just
He's changed it so much. Well, he's like taken so many people like off the songs and like changed it.
Danda.
The thing is, Kanye West though, like, there's either two things. You either like one of his songs, which is like Bigger, Harder, Faster, Stronger, or like one of his like huge songs.
That's not
or
even
you're
his
like
song.
Or you're like a die-hard fucking fan for him. No, but he produced it. Fun
Yeah.
fact though, he produced your favorite song, Industry Baby.
Yeah,
He's
I
not
know.
on it,
And
but he produced
he
it.
didn't produce it. He helped produce it.
Yeah, him and I'm Back or whatever the fuck his name is.
I knew that, and it's also not my favorite song. I don't know where you pulled that from, but I like that song though. It's a nice song. But I really like his Kids See Ghosts project that he did with Kid Cudi.
I love Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi's so fucking
It's
good.
got the
I'm lost.
I'm so reborn. Keep moving
moving
forward. I like that song.
I love that song.
And
oh
the
my
and
God.
the brah, brah, ka, 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 brah, brah, ka, ka, ka. That song.
That's one of my favorite songs. from him.
I just watched SJ go mental. Where are we?
The internet, my friend. Neon buttons.
You
Wonderful
are,
place.
Wonder by Kanye West. That song's also really good.
There's a lot of good Kanye West songs. There's also a lot of shit Kanye West.
Reborn is so good. I'm so
moving
reborn.
forward.
I love that song. I actually do.
That entire album
It's
is
so
sick.
good to trip to when you're high as well. It's Chef's Kiss.
Chef's
I'm just
Or a
I
friend
can't live it.
kiss, you know what I mean?
Oh, I want to pull up that album now because I want to give proper credit to all of the songs on my gaming podcast. Kids.
How does it go into Kanye West, man?
Dude, everything comes back to Kanye West.
Yes.
Feel the
All
love.
roads lead to
I
Kanye
can still
West.
feel the love. Feel the love. Brah, brah, ka, 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 ka. And then fire. Oh, I remember this one's sick. Oh shit. Dun, 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 dun. That one,
Imagine if you just get copyright just from that.
probably.
Just from his spot on recreation of the song.
There's,
Yeah, exactly.
there's 7 songs on it, but it's like they're all sick. I love it. Great album. Barely call it an album. It's got less songs than
Yeah.
all of my EPs.
I only like
but
a few of Kanye West songs, but
my favorite album cover from Kanye West is his the one that has I hate being
teddy bear?
bipolar, and then in brackets it says it's I hate being bipolar. It's great. It's just the best.
yeah, that perfect representation of bipolarism. Yeah,
I hate being bipolar. It's
can
great.
relate.
Yeah, for context, Mezzy Wezzy. I was about to say is very bi, but
Bro, I would. My fist would have gone through my screen and knocked. I would have cracked your egghead open and fucking yolk everywhere.
what's
My
Split your
God.
glasses in two and everything.
what's wrong with being bi, Mezzy Wezzy?
This is not me.
It's a fake. It's fake.
Fake. Yeah, fake news. It's not
Fake
real.
news.
Fake,
Nah,
fake mess.
Not spreading fake news on my account.
That was a shit impression, but we move.
South Park,
We
you
move.
would do an amazing impression of Cartman. Do it.
Fuck you, asshole.
That's amazing. That's
That's actually
Bitch.
Oh.
what the fuck? Oh my god.
My favourite episodes from South Park is where this ginger kid is bullying Eric so much that he kills the kid's parents, grinds them up into soup, into not soup, into chili, makes him eat the chili, and then the episode afterwards, he finds out, because obviously his dad left him, he finds out that his dad was the ginger kid's dad, so he grinded up his own dad into chili and fed it to someone.
Oh my god.
Fucked plot twist.
What the fuck?
I love South Park though. It's that's why I just hate this generation. I hate the generation though. Like South Park can't live in this generation. That's why they've made no episodes because they'll just get cancelled.
I think
hate
it's
it.
actually the second time on a podcast you've mentioned that
It
you're
is as
upset
well.
that South Park's been fucked.
You mentioned it last week. You mentioned it last week.
For context, I think Mez isn't very happy with the current affairs of South Park.
Or just people in this generation need to be hung, drawn, and quartered.
Mez should have been born in the 1950s.
I
Yeah.
should have.
Why?
I actually should have. Like, I'd rock the mullet and everything. I'd just be.
Is that 50s?
Fuck knows, mate.
I think that's 80s,
No,
my guy.
I just know there was a lot of sex, drugs, and alcohol. I'm in.
Ah, yes.
I think you're
I
getting
don't
your
know.
80s and your 50s mixed up.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like 3 decades
Yeah.
apart.
Just anything that's not a fucking millennial.
Yeah, no,
Just-
exactly.
yeah.
No, exactly. If Mez was born in 50, he'd be 30 by the time by the time 80s rolled around.
I'd be a
And then
Peaky
he'd do all
Blinders.
that shit.
Yeah, and he'd
Yeah.
currently be 71 if he was born in 1950.
When was the Peaky Blinders like that?
Imagine that.
70s?
Hold
60s,
on.
50s?
I don't
40s,
think. I think
30s,
it's earlier than all that. Let me actually think.
10s?
It's 18. No, wait. It's
Peaky
I think it's
Blinders
18th century.
era.
Wait, no, I'm retarded. It's 20th
Early
century.
early
after World War-
1900s.
So like
It's after
1910.
World War One. It's after World War One.
When was that? Like 1914?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, it says years active, late 1800s to 1910s.
Yeah.
that's a real Peaky Blinders. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the actual show takes place for.
Tell
I
you
think,
what is a great
2000
show? Peep
years.
Show. That's such a great show.
Peep Show. Never heard
Have
of
you
it.
seen it?
Founded in the early 1890s.
Yeah, the real Peaky Blinders was like. It's a very very small gang, but it ran for a while.
Great. Killian
Anyways,
Murphy's a brilliant actor.
He is.
He is.
He is.
Fucking is. He's also a hot man.
He is actually. There's Mez is just like, fuck, I can't get involved.
Fuck off, Mez. I like
Behave yourself.
Shut up.
Me and one of my friends on my acting course did you know the scene where he talks to Steve McCavan about the white flag, and he's like, we'll send you some money, with so that your wife can buy a black carriage with a black hat with black.
Have you seen
feathers."
The Boys?
That one. 1 second.
Uh,
What I'm trying to say is we did an audio version of that scene, and I played McCavan, and my friend.
I bet it
played-
was smoking hot, wasn't it? I bet
It
it
was
was
good.
smoke.
was
Send me it
good.
after this. I want to listen
I
to
will. It was literally it's
Anyways,
me,
have you
at the
seen
start,
Boys?
like literally speaking like up to our knees in Fenian blood, surrender or you'll die.
it. Yeah.
We are the Brighton-Derry Billy Boys. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah.
But The Boys, I'm waiting for the next season to come out. But there's a character on it called William Butcher, most British like
Oh,
like
yeah.
like smoky man ever. That was almost perfect for his fucking voice. What's that? Just yeah,
It's
just
your
Oh.
message. It's your
just
message.
leak our personalities. What mine? Fires who's?
Hold on, I'll read it. This was Mez trying to type without looking at his thing. SN.
Oh no!
Don't read that. Don't read that.
SN.
That's not PG friendly. That's not PG friendly for the podcast.
It's not PG friendly.
SN has a giant penis. It is
Oh my God.
so long. It's fucking huge. I love it in my.
Oh Christ! Mez just got exposed. He's dead. He's dead. Fake news.
This is the most homoerotic podcast we've done yet. Let's go.
It is though, isn't it? Wait, no. Actually, is this the more homoerotic than the first one that I came on, where Mez was screaming over me?
Yeah, Mez was screaming of your voice. That's true. Mez, you can't
It's
pretend to
somewhat
be
gay, though.
straight fully when Fire's voice exists.
And SJ too. It's mostly you.
Nah, bro, it's all you. Your natural voice is way smokier than mine. But
I think I just broke my fucking coccyx. That fucking hurt.
I seriously thought it was just going to end at cock. Dude, there's a reason
It is
why.
that big. Just
There's a reason why on the pod, Mez never stands up because he isn't wearing any pants. Whenever Fire speaks, he's.
No.
you can little. Oh, leg slip. Oh, sorry.
Boys, mate, y'all making it too weird. Come on, let's tone it down.
You kind of
Fuck's sake.
It's the Neon's
Arcade games.
podcast, mate. You get what you're fucking given, and you fucking enjoy it, and you come back next episode.
That is true though. You always come back.
You
To the
always
boys.
come back. Yeah.
This is the
boys.
best time. This is the best place on the internet, right here.
We need to make an
Please
arcade
call
game
them. Please call
with the we need to make an arcade game with the
The
8-bit
Neon Buttons
characters.
people.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Yeah.
I did game design. We could
Yeah.
do that.
I'll-
You're good at
just,
coding, yeah?
I'll just do all the 8-bit stuff. All
Yeah.
of the design.
And the coding and that, and I can just do the rest.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
And Fire can be there.
Yeah, I'll just be there.
You can be the voice actor.
Yes, we can all be in it with our incredible voices that everyone seems to
yeah.
really enjoy listening to on a regular basis. Yes.
Yeah, something more will come to us in due time. Exciting.
So, question. What is your
Question.
favorite arcade game?
Favorite? Not sure. I haven't gone to the arcades in such a long time.
Favorite or the one that you were like really good at?
Favorite?
I was really good at the basketball ones, like I said. Favorite, probably the racing ones. I just love racing.
Mm.
Either that or the claw grabbers because they're also fun to waste all your money on. I don't get people who like those penny machines where you like put pennies in and it drops down, goes
Yeah,
to the
the
bottom,
coin
and then more
pushers.
pennies fall out. What's the
Yeah,
point
the
in
coin
that?
pushers.
Yeah,
I mentioned
sometimes
that
there's
earlier.
like £10 notes, but they're fucking sellotape to it, mate. You're not gonna win them. What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably spend over a
If-
tenner trying as well, but
If I had to pick my favorite, it probably would be air hockey.
Oh, it's got to be
well,
air hockey, surely. Air
Yeah.
hockey's like the
So
staple.
fun.
That's
Yeah,
like
that's my
Have either
favorite,
of you seen those like not new but like recently new air hockey games? It's like a
the
Pac-Man one,
Pac-Man
so
ones, yeah, that fire
yeah,
down loads.
there's like
I have not
hundreds of like tiny pucks rather than like one big one. You're just there like, or they're like
That's-
fucking, yeah.
That's so
insane.
hectic. It's also 2v2, those ones, which I find
Yeah.
mental. I
Or
really like
1v1,
standard air
just
hockey
like
though.
3 pucks. Yeah.
I fucking love
Is that
1v1
visual?
air hockey. It's just so like.
I have a thing for scoring as the timer ends as well.
I have a thing for scoring from the serve.
I'm so good at like baiting them, like oh, hey, just straight
Hey.
right between the fucking legs. Beautiful.
Mez likes being between legs, guys. You hit it here first.
Yep.
It's my second home.
There was what was it? Do you know what am I thinking of? Do you know those like ones where they have like the prize up and you have to get a key in it and it like cuts?
Oh, I've won one of those before. I
Yeah, so
won
have I.
a alarm clock,
I
but
won.
they're fucking hard.
Do you know the massive Dairy Milk chocolate bars?
The ones that you get on like cruise ships.
Yeah, the really big
Yes.
ones like that. I won one of
Oh,
them,
goddamn.
and it like
Oh,
it like snapped as it fell. So
That's
it's
my
like
favourite part about cruise ships. The fucking chocolate shops. The chocolates are fucking. The Milka chocolate. It's fucking amazing. Fucking huge bar.
Polish.
And the huge Toblerones as well.
Milka's Polish.
I bought a 75 kg Toblerone before. It was 40 quid.
75 kilograms.
It was huge. It was like up to my shoulder.
Oh my god.
It was
Holy-
huge.
75 kilograms
How-
is that's heavier than me.
It was.
That's heavier than me.
It's because it's just dead
Oh my
weight. But
God.
yeah, it was huge, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I just sat there, just fucking triangle like that big, just
How long?
How long did it take to eat
you
that?
take to consume it?
a few weeks.
Oh my god.
So for context, I weigh 60 kilograms.
I like 65.
I weigh 80, so it was just lighter than me.
Burr moment.
Fuck. How'd you carry it, man?
Over your shoulder. Like, there's boom boxes, is there? Like, yeah, Toblerone.
Uh,
Fucking weapon.
You see, the funny thing is that means you could carry me over your shoulder quite easily.
I mean, it's not hard to carry a person over his shoulder. Just like
No.
collapse them.
Just squat and
Yeah,
fireman
but
carry.
if I do that, I will
Yeah.
like castrate someone
Pop
because
your
I have the
shoulder.
sharpest shoulders on the planet.
Fucking castrate someone.
Oh, from that fucking Kanye West video, you're such a fucking hoe, where he's dressed up like a massive
Yeah,
box.
like
That's,
a Roblox character.
Oh
that's
my
how
God.
fucking sharp your shoulders are.
You're such a fucking hoe. Just castrated. You're such a fucking hoe. Castrated.
Castrated. Oh, that's a beat. That's a beat.
There we go. Neon
It's a
Buttons
whole ass
version of whatever the fuck that song's called. I love it.
I'm a producer. He's a producer. He's also a singer. Something in the works.
Yeah.
I'm just the guy. Happy
You
to
can do
be
the ad
here.
libs. Ad libs.
Hey.
Anna, Anna.
Oh.
Okay.
Anna.
Oh. Okay. Guy. Okay. Oh my God. Oh.
Oh, dude, let's
Holy
not.
shit.
Let's not. Let's not.
That's a first ever. That's a first ever.
Oh.
I've never heard this man do that before in my life. Holy shit. Okay. No, Mez. No, you don't have to do. Oh my God. Okay. I'm just. Holy shit.
Okay, guys, I think we're gonna have to call it a day there. Fucking
Been a
hell.
good one.
Yeah, it's been a good one. We went really off topic, but like we got a good podcast out of that, I think, guys.
Absolutely.
Anna.
No, why'd you do it again? Why'd you do it again?
Goodbye, everybody. I love you.
Oh my God.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Good afternoon,
Oh,
good
good one,
evening,
Al.
and good night, motherfucker.